What's going on, people? What's going on? I'm doing this live. It's going to be a real quick live. As you see by the thumbnail, we're going to get into it. Uh, and uh, and again, it's going to be a quick live because I got to go. I got work tomorrow. I'm trying to get myself better. I have a little bit of actually a strong cold. But yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, so I'm going to show a couple things tonight, and but I'm gonna let you guys come on through because I know I haven't been on live in over a month now. So whatever I can get, whoever want to listen to this, even if you want to listen to it later, you can listen to it later. But we're gonna get it in tonight a little bit, just for a second. Because again, like I said, I have to go to work tomorrow. Hold on one second. Let me go on Twitter. Because I want you guys to see all this. I want you to see everything that that I've been seeing. And we're gonna keep on going through it and everything. Crazy. As I said many a times before about the plight of many black men. What's going on? What's going on about the plight of many black men in this society? Not just I'm not talking about the delusional ones. I'm not talking about the ones that really don't count and no respect. From the opposite sex. They just pander to get what they want, or they just pander to be get into that mindset that they want to be around the woman, the woman that they think they care about, that they put on a pedestal without even to get to know her. I don't think as I said plenty of times on my other lives, my other videos, I don't think you should put anybody on the pedestal, any human being on the pedestal, not even yourself a lot of times. But, that's just the person in me. But I'm going to give a backstory of why I talk about Kevin Samuels today. Everybody knows that actually follow me, that see, I forgot the YouTube thing. I forgot the words I'm looking for, but they know you will follow Kevin Samuels. The biggest reason, I'm going to try to make everything short so, we get to it. I started doing YouTube videos because of Kevin Samuels. The reason why I started doing it because he inspired me, because he thought the way I was been thinking since 2014, 15, early 2012, 10 maybe. When I started, start to understand the truth, start to realize that I was, just because I'm probably a little bit different than most people, because I'm a critical thinker. Not that I'm a smart person, I'm just a critical thinker. And I started doing videos in 2020 because of Kevin. I started listening to Kevin Samuels probably like 2019, whatever, listening to what he had to say, stuff like that. I even got my fiance on it. She loved everything he had to say. Everybody, everything. I didn't agree with some of the stuff that he had to say. Just some, like the situation where how you need to dress and this and that and the third. I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with the situation. You have to be a high value man to get this girl and that girl, because I know a lot of high value women that's dating low value men. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. I know a lot of high value men dating low value women when it comes to what it pertains to what's the word? When it pertaining to money, because that's what I thought he was talking about. But then I began to really, get what he was saying, and he was talking about in his demographic. Like I could talk about my demographic, the people who I hang out with, and stuff like that, and what I know, just like he did, and he was, as you guys know, he was becoming a phenom in the YouTube streets. When we started listening to him, I think he had like 50K followers. And now, he had over 1 million followers. So we was listening to him. My family was listening to him. Like I probably like the end. It was before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. It was definitely before the pandemic. My son was born, so I know it was around that time. So it's been about 2 or 3 years. So, the brother was saying some stuff. He was holding everybody accountable. Something I didn't see, and it was mainstream. He was holding Black women accountable, not Black women that's actually doing their thing. That actually, they respect the nuclear family and they make rational decisions. Not those Black women. The Black women that wasn't making rational decisions, that the mainstream media been telling them they don't do no wrong. They're, everything they do is, is the greatest, and they should be put on a pedestal. For many years, anybody that would tell you, any Black man that will tell you that's in Generation X and on down would tell you how we was always, even my father generation, the baby boomers, they would tell you during the 70s, 80s, 90s, when everybody and women with rational thinking women would say the same thing as well. During the 80s and 90s and 2000s, what have you, Black women was getting promoted. It was always a Black man's fault. And we wasn't having no conversations unless we was at a bar and and everything like that. I hope you guys heard everything I had to say, to be honest with you. Jesus Christ. Let me see. Did they hear you everything I had to say? Hold on one second. I will see right now. I'm gonna have to because if I didn't, I'm Jesus Christ. Hold on one second. Let me look at this. Let me see this real quick. I'm gonna have to rewind it though. I'm gonna have to. Huh? Quick. No. I'm gonna have to go. Can you rewind it? Can you rewind it? You heard the whole time? Okay. My bad, guys. So what I was saying was, it was always a situation where Black men was the butt of all jokes. Still to this day, in the mainstream media, the Black man was the butt of all jokes. It's our fault that the patriarchy is out of the homes, and it's our fault for everything. But let me tell you something else. This before Kevin Samuel's situation. I've been listening to this man on YouTube for like since 2014, 15, something like that. His name Chronicles of Judah. Chronicles of Judah taught me something somewhat the opposite of Kevin Samuels and many other men and stuff like that, brothers that I grew up with and things of that, and sisters that I grew up with that was in the right mind, the right direction. I learned from other people. I'm that type of person that I'm a critical thinker. So I'm learning from people that I disagree with 1000%. I even learn from them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's bring it to the fruition. Kevin Samuels kind of brung it to mainstream because, again, social media, if you make it big, you are becoming mainstream, no matter what they say. You are becoming that label as that mainstream person. But people was with Kevin Samuels, people was actually starting to have conversations about that, holding people accountable. And this brother, rest in peace again to Kevin Samuels, this brother not only held Black women accountable, he also held delusional Black men accountable. This is why this man had a lot of hate. But if people used to say, "Oh, he perfect and he's this, he's high value," and I'm looking at it like I'm looking at it like this. First of all, you have to take from wherever you need to take from to get some wisdom. You're talking about a 50-something-year-old man that can teach you some wisdom. Even if he's 20, he can just a man in general, a woman that can teach you wisdom, no matter if you agree with it or not, but they can teach you something that is very questionable. And actually, is actually the things that's happening. So let's take it back to the guy I started listening to on YouTube that made a whole lot of sense to me, this Chronicles of Judah. And the reason why I take it back to him, because he taught me in the Black community, you ain't going to be able to have these conversations how Kevin Samuels did. You're not going to be able to have these conversations with these women because they're protected. They're protected by the state, the government. They're protected by everything that they need to be protected by. So what that means is this was Chronicles of Judah. And I'm actually going to do a live and talk about this young man. He's about my age, probably older. What he was saying that was somewhat the opposite, because Kevin Samuels would have these conversations with these women that's actually calling him, hundreds of thousands of women that's calling him. These women that he actually changed their minds about, being a better woman, being a better feminine woman. And no matter what they say, I don't care how highly intelligent that they are when it comes to the books, educational wise or street smart that they are. It's a huge problem in the Black community pertaining to the nuclear family. And the delusional Black men and women, they don't want to hear that actual fact. So this brings us to what I want to really get into. The celebration that they are doing right now because of a Black man that tried to have these conversations, not being somebody bubble of delusion. You understand me? Try to have these conversations with our community, and he wanted the nuclear family to be the best part of us like it used to be. And many other men and women that actually have a critical thinking mindset, no matter how educated you are or no matter how in the street you are. The critical thinking thing is important because it's teaching you the reality. You're not in some type of delusional bubble, as I keep on, going to. So the way these people are doing the most when it comes to disrespecting a man that just wanted that, and all those women and those men that was getting in contact with this man, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace once again, getting in contact with this man, trying to change their lives. He's giving them what they need to be accountable for. This is how you become an adult. You become accountable. I work in a high school. I know in this particular area where I'm at, I know kids that's more accountable than their mom, dad, or grandma or grandpa. So you don't really have to be an adult. You just have to be a critical thinker. And that's the problem. People are so, it was a lot of the women that he might have steered the wrong, and men that they didn't like that because it was new. Because usually Black men get the butt of the joke. Black men is the outside rug that people step on. For many, since the so-called civil rights movement from the late 60s on down. So people wasn't used to Black men standing up for themselves. But Black men was already doing it before Kevin Samuels. Black men was already doing it, but Kevin Samuels made it. He brought the social media mainstream of it. People hating on him, calling him all sorts of names. The man he's not even cold yet. And the shit that people saying. I'm gonna show you what they're saying. We're gonna read on a lot of things. I'm gonna share this stuff. Hold on a second. Again, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. People are celebrating. Remind me of when Kobe passed and his woman Gelly couldn't want to bring up his past. Yo, the same thing, and Twitter was doing the same thing. Twitter was hammering on this man, like, and it was a black Twitter saying, oh, bringing up his past. One thing about it, people, this society today, and it's way more out there. They hate when a heterosexual black man is not in people bubbles. You gotta be in my delusional bubble. You gotta be in my fake woke bubble. You gotta be in my pandering male bubble. You gotta be in all these bubbles. That's don't have nothing to do with reality. When you're a heterosexual black man and you think for yourself, even heterosexual black women that think for themselves, that are critical thinkers. Let me just share this stuff real quick. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I want you guys to see this stuff. Look at this. News One. I hope you guys see it. Let me try to make it bigger a little bit because I want you guys to really see it. You probably ain't gonna be able to see it, but I'll read it to you. It ain't no thing. News One. You know what News One is? That's that so-called. It's like brother sister network with BET. Kevin Samuels' death rumors go viral. Hold on 1 second. I probably gonna have to go in it. Hold on 1 second. This ain't the one I'm looking for. It has built quite the following through the way he discusses black women. Kevin Samuels, he discusses black men too, but it's all about protecting black women. Fuck black men. That's I wish they say that. Like literally say that. A lot of them do, but I wish the mainstream say that. Go viral. Okay, I'm trying to find the ones that was ripping them earlier today. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. The Root got in it too. Kevin Samuels. I'm just gonna have to put it right here. Dead trending. So let's go to Twitter. Let's do that. Yeah, we're gonna go at it tonight. Real quick, I don't want to be here all day doing this. Person who started the Kevin Samuels death rumor, watching Twitter folks believe it. This guy, it was 5 hours ago. And look at this. F-boy Twitter on their way to Kevin Samuels' funeral. This is a black woman right here, guys. But it's a delusional black woman. Hold on 1 second. Let's get it in. It's one of the delusional ones, the feminazis. I searched Kevin. This is 6 hours ago. I searched Kevin Samuels and Twitter saying he's dead. I hope y'all ain't get on here and kill that man off. Twitter is good for lying and saying, okay. Hold on a second. Rumors about Kevin Samuels' death hit the TL, the timeline. Oh, they dancing. Public Enemy podcast. Oh, woo-wee, boy. This, I'm telling you. Here we go. Kevin Samuels' audience are mostly women. You don't know why men watch his show, and you don't know what successful men do. I told you, get off Twitter and get out into the real world. These brothers, boy, I tell you. Oh my God. If Kevin Samuels isn't actually dead and this is like 4 hours ago. People don't know the Hyundai incident. Twitter really out here celebrating the rumored death of Kevin Samuels. That was Tariq Nasheed. That was 1 hour ago. Kevin Samuels is trending on Twitter because of rumors of him allegedly passing away. Women are having mixed feelings about it. They're saying that's nice of saying it. Doing the first live stream back from being dead on Twitter. Here we go. I want you guys to see the shit I was saying. First tweet when he get back on Twitter and see everybody rejoicing his death. Johnny B. Rosa, all the fatherless niggas. Listen to this. I wanted to talk about this too. All the fatherless niggas on Twitter watching black women cackle over the news. Kevin Samuels, why women deserve less. Volume 4. You guys deserve the world because you're getting it. Imagine being Kevin Samuels and you not dead, but reading these comments. So that was like, what was it? That was 45 minutes ago. He was confirmed dead by his family, guys. Here we go. Rejoicing over news of this female from Jamaica. Kevin Samuels' death host provides that lack of self-love is the root of many evils. So a man who doesn't personally know me or ever personally address me can't hurt me with his words so badly that I want him dead. If he's so bad, why y'all call him? That was like a mix, a little weird. First, he was a root of all evil. These people twisted. A lot of mentally disturbed people, boy. Without a doubt. That's what happened. Here we go. When you see Kevin Samuels in death rumors, hold on. Okay, this woman 3 hours ago. Okay, I'm finished entertaining black and mild Twitter. Y'all can suck the darkness winking of Kevin Samuels tank for all it matters in the grand scheme of my life. I'm just happy to see y'all are putting your usual homophobic aside to support a clearly closet man. Oh, wow. Ray the writer. Yo, black, that's why I be laughing at a lot of you black men, man, that be thinking that somebody love you, man. When you pander to them, yeah, they do love you. When you pander to them, yeah, they do love you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They fake love you. I should say they fake love you until they don't want to be around you. But I'm telling you, the least protected, excuse me, just like I told you, I'm fighting a cold. The least protected man in this society is a man that is a critical thinker, that demand and know he deserves respect, and that don't fall in the line of stupidity. This dumbness. People think they could, say whatever they want to say to him, and he posted this walk away and this and that and third. I believe in walking away, to be honest with you, because it's a lot of mentally ill people that really don't care, that don't really care about their lives. They was raised wrong. But I want to get this clear. I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to. I want to keep on looking at this because it was a person. I hear this a lot. They say all these guys that was looking for a daddy. It was very. It was one of them things that it's a shaming tactic because many black men was raised without a father because of the choices that our mothers made, our mothers and our fathers made, not knowing that they didn't want to be with that person. And then sex was being thy will, and feminism was whatever. And, anything that had to do with degeneracy in the last 40 years, 40 to 45 years, we fell right through it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me read this person right here. And what's crazy is nobody is dragging this more than black women. Most of the tweets of hatred towards Kevin Samuels is by black women. Nobody is more ecstatic to see a black man supposedly dead than black women on Twitter. I'm not. Let me say this is the last of it. They got the KKK beat with the amount of hatred going. They've been. I think a lot of our neoliberal feminist black women are in the pockets of in these a lot of these people that don't like black men. That's non-black. They've been in it since feminism came through. To me, they took the mantle from the white woman that was a feminist. And I'm not talking about all black women. I'm not talking about the rational thinking black women, the black women that actually hold themselves accountable. I'm even putting those irrational feminist black men in that check line because there's many of them that I know of. They with them. They in the pockets of white supremacy too, if we want to talk about it too. Absolutely. So this is it. Fatherless Twitter after finding out Kevin Samuels dead. Serious dick riding. Fuck my brain. See, this is fatherless Twitter. And this is shaming tactics because most of these women, especially in our community, they single mothers. So while you shaming us that we're fatherless, your kids are the same. Your kids are the same because nobody didn't teach you to how to find a real man to understand who needs to protect and provide for you. Nobody never taught you that. So all the women that didn't all the women and men that didn't learn nothing from, no matter if it's Kevin Samuels, no matter if it's another person with knowledge, you're going to fail. You shouldn't even have children because I don't think a person that don't have knowledge of self, that's not determined to be a critical thinker and understanding logic, do not need to have children. Don't need to have children at all because you don't want to learn from nothing because it has to be an echo chamber. That's what I should have brought. It's been 27 minutes in this live. You guys want echo chambers. You don't want nobody that's going to hold you accountable. You don't want that. You want people that's going to have echo chambers, and that's it. Like, again, I saw this so many times. Fatherless Twitter, this what a black woman said. Fatherless Twitter after finding out Kevin Samuels died. Fatherless Twitter. And I remind you, for the last about 45 years, it's 75%, and even worse today, 75% of black is 75% of single family households. You know, and what they taught you, the reason for it is because, again, everybody's on the black woman's side, especially the irrational ones, even more on her side. She got the state, got the government, got the court system, got child care. They give most of our kids to them. And when we look at the public school systems and everything, for the most part, our kids is being failed because, again, we don't believe in a nuclear family because government daddy is helping these women that use shame tactics of saying where the men that agreed somewhat or fully with Kevin Samuels are fatherless and now they hurt. This is the problem. And to go back what I was saying before, the dude Chronicles of Judah, he don't even have conversations with them. He don't even have conversations with delusional people that don't want to know nothing about nothing. He don't want because it's irrational talking to irrational people. It just is. They don't want to learn from you. Most human beings don't want to learn. They want to stay in the echo chamber. They want to stay in a bubble. And that's what I realized from him. Then a person like Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I want to let you guys understand and know, especially black men and Black women that's rational and critical thinkers. Our community, for the most part, will always celebrate someone else's community, someone else's cause. They will always put other people in front of them. They don't give a shit about the nuclear family. They don't give a damn. These modern neoliberal feminist Black men and women, they don't care. So you have to understand that our community is on a life support. If you're not falling in line, of delusional aspects of things, things of being woke, making sure the LGBTQ is good, and this and that and the third, all these different groups, women's rights, feminism, rights, globalism, big time for a lot of our boulets. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, these people don't care. They do not care about our community. Because if a man, no matter how irrational, because it's a lot of Black women been very disrespectful verbally to the Black man for the last 50 years, especially on mainstream TV, way worse than Kevin Samuels will ever be. Still to this day. They will blame us before they blame anybody else. And again, a lot of these being a liberal or conservative it's not about who you vote for. It's your mindset. I want to make that clear. It's your mindset. And these neoliberals that want to be globalists and racialists and feminists, you have to watch out for. You can't have conversations with them. They don't want to learn. They get all the money from the government. They get everything. They get everything that they need. They don't need you. The only thing they need from you is sperm. In a lot of ways, if they got a little money, they ain't gonna need that. They can go buy that. I'm telling you, they do not care. Look how many of our men, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Samuels, many of those men that understood that it was the world is bigger than what they tried to make Black men be, and that's in some type of delusional bubble. They do not care for you, man, and you have to understand that. I'm not talking about the Black women that actually want nuclear family, that actually preach nuclear family, that actually has a nuclear family, and she put her, she lived by following her man because her man follows the Most High. She really is productive of her children, making sure her children have a father as well. Don't look for government daddy to help her. She looked for the man that she chose because she knew how to choose the man that she wanted to make children with, go half on a baby with. She chose them correctly. And even if they're not together, she makes sure that that man is raising her kids as well. She don't look for government daddy for everything. I'm not talking about those sisters. I'm talking about them sisters that make Black men feel like we ain't, like everything, all the government stuff goes to them. Everything is for them. They want to keep on putting the Black man into some type of pandering bubble that she wants us to be something that she really don't want us to be because it's not in her DNA. But again, in the 70s, the feminism, neoliberals made sure that Black woman was the leader of her household. It made sure that man wasn't around. And guess who helped that? It's 75% single parenting. And it's been like that since I've been born, since I've been alive. And it's not just men's fault. But again, brothers like Kevin Samuels made that conversation happen, and people hate him. It's gonna be 10 years from now, they're gonna hate him. He ain't this and that and third. It's people think Colin Kaepernick was a better hero. It's these delusional, in the bubble, mentally disturbed black folks that think Colin Kaepernick did more for the black community than Kevin Samuels. This is how mentally deranged our community is. And this is why our community is on life support. And I like you get somebody gonna learn from me, somebody gonna listen to this as a knowledgeable thing. What comes out of my mouth, what comes out of another brother's mouth, or another sister's mouth. And that's how it is. I don't care for people don't know. I lost a lot of friends in the last 3-4 years because they want me to be in this bubble. And I'm good. But again, I still respect them. The problem is they so mentally disturbed, they don't respect me. Because a brother like Kevin Samuels, a brother like myself, and many other brothers and sisters have a different way of thinking, and that's critical thinking. We not on some type of fake ass, what do you call that? Some type of fake ass towing the line of the being a delusional human being. It's another word that I'm looking for. But that's how they want us. And it's up to you to be saying to yourself, no, that's not going to work for me. My family is not going to be a bunch of victims. I'm not going to teach my son he need to worship every type of freaking woman that comes his way, especially the ones that's disrespecting him. Is a toxic feminist. He neither, the crazy women. This how all black men been taught for the last 45, 50 years. Yo, you ain't strong enough because you can't handle a crazy woman. Well, I'm not strong then. I ain't teaching my son that's going to be 22 this year, and I'm not going to teach my son now. That's not going to happen. No, you're going to respect the woman that respect you. And if she don't respect you, you go east and I go west. That's how it works. That's why I understand a lot of these brothers that's letting these women get into their space. But with Kevin Samuels, that's how he made his money. See, brothers can't even make their money no more. Brothers cannot make that. I want to before I go, there was a tweet, right? And this brother, it was Ernest Owens. Let me look this fool up. Hold on a second. Another beta male, a blue check beta male. Hold on a second. This is disturbing. Should be somewhere going to sleep right now, but I'm gonna do it just this. He just sent some update and appears to be confirmed that Kevin Samuels has passed. One of his close friends, Anton Daniels, has confirmed such on IG. Okay, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. You accomplished a lot in your limited time on this earth. I love. And okay, those hit dogs are hollerings. This is a guy that just did this. This guy, blue check, he did all this. I'm gonna make it big. I'm trying to make this shit big right here. It is. You guys should see it. Look, this is where he shared that from Anton Daniels from the Peef Network. If you guys know the Peef Network, if you're a YouTuber. And to be clear, I don't know personally. No, I don't know personally. No. Oh, that's his English. If Kevin Samuels is dead or alive, okay, but you still ragging him, dirting him out like he's some. The way these delusional ass black people are talking about Kevin Samuels, it's like he was the second coming of Adolf Hitler. Keep saying it's just jokes. Just jokes is how they always spin it before they kill us. What? Now he's talking about right. He's a neoliberal far leftist. Another one. Okay, wake up. I need you guys to see this. He a little LBGTQ. I'm telling you, a lot of these people that's talking junk about Kevin Samuels, they are far leftists. They are people that want chaos and disorder in the black community. They don't want no order, no nothing. And hey, that's how it is. They wanted the worst for us and the best for other people, best for other groups as also. So this, I think he's a LBGTQ guy. Okay, has a media. Okay, here we go. Kevin Samuels has made a career off of shamelessly disgracing black women for profit. He shamelessly disgraced black women for profit. No, I think he disgraced the delusional ones that think they're entitled to get what they want from any type of man, any black man, and benefit off our grief. He emboldened the most toxic individuals to project tired and harmful narratives about black women. Tired and harmful narratives. I wish these people can tell me specifically what was harmful and narratives about black women that Kevin Samuels spoke. Was it because he was holding them accountable for what they actually been doing and is doing to this day? And they're going to keep on doing it because just like I told you guys, they are protected. They're going to keep on doing it. That's why I say you can't rationalize with people that know that they're protected by other people. You can't do it. You need to tell your truth like you do. And that's Chronicles of Judah. You guys got to listen to this man. Let them do what they do. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're fine. He said, that's all I've got for that. What do you call that? Misogynist. He's a misogynist because he speaks for himself. But when in his mind, this LBGTQ Ernest Owens, a blue check guy, in his mind, he, when a black woman is being a toxic feminist, she is a powerful, strong black woman. I'm trying to tell you niggas, boy, y'all, man, this is what it is, guys. This is what it is. You can't, don't mentally disturb people. Leave them alone. We got to work on the people that want to be worked on. Just leave them alone. Let's work on the people that want to be worked on, that want a real nuclear family, that want structure in our communities, that want all that. Leave those other people alone. Because again, a lot of our community is on life support. Can't do nothing about that. You got to go your way. You have to. This is why, and a lot of times I think this Kevin Samuels, it seemed like, I don't know the man, but he was working so hard. He was trying to get that. We want that nuclear family back. They were disrespecting them. They was doing everything that they was being homophobic. I don't know why they was being homophobic, because most of these women that hate him is women that support the LGBTQ and all, but they will call him all these sorts of names to try to emasculate a man. This is what they want. They want us to be the rug that's outside so they can wipe all the shit that they've been walking on for the whole day. And I know a lot of the brothers that's going to look at this, that's going to say what they're going to do is they're going to not, and then they're going to make babies with those delusional, mentally disturbed women. And it's a shame. But let them do what they do. Let them do what they do. It's about us, black folk. It's about the black folks that actually want better, that want to work as hard as our great grandparents have done. We leave them alone. They're gonna keep on doing what they're doing. They're trying to hurt somebody's feelings by disrespecting a black man, a dead black man that was very successful for what he done. The women that called him, they called him because they know they was going to do a mental meltdown, and they needed somebody to tell them the truth and to tell them their feminine, their feminine persons is trying to come out. It's trying to come out, and it needed that. So I'm gonna tell you again, guys. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, and you brothers, man. Listen or not listen. You sisters, listen or not listen. But you the ones that I'm speaking to, the ones that really want a difference. You want more than what's going on in the last 50 some odd years. I'm talking to you. Anyway, again, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels and to his family, man. It's sad, that it's like when a what do you call that? When a knowledgeable person dies, it's like a library that's burning away. I believe we need more black men such as his character. And again, I might not agree with everything that brother said, but a lot of it I did. Because he made me look at myself, what I was doing wrong. He made me accountable. Just like Chronicles of Judah. They made me accountable. My uncles, older friends of mine, younger friends of mine, kids that I teach, I like to listen to people that make me accountable. That's what makes me a critical thinker. I love that. Make me accountable. Anyway, guys, have a great day, great night, and enjoy your weekend. Peace.